It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Every Mother's Nightmare with Swing Again. And just before that, we heard Spartan Warriors. And that was Bad Attitude. You can find that on, what is the name of that records label there?
Pure Steel.
Pure Steel Records. Kind of sounded like Breaking the Chains, just like you said.
Yeah, I mean, it's that opening riff is a dead ripoff, I think. But
yeah, absolutely.
Play it. Just play that beginning part again.
I like that song.
Yeah, I figured you'd like the band, and I knew you'd play it if I referenced anything Dokken.
Yeah, it was cool. I actually sent it over to Don.
What'd he say? I'm suing those bastards.
No, I didn't get a response from him. I think he's working on stuff. But anyway, here it is. Check this out. If you're thinking Breaking the Chains, check out the riff. There you go.
Totally it.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
Totally it. It's like they stole it from the record.
It does sound like that. All right. Well, I sent over an email to you.
Yeah, I got it. I'm ready whenever you
are.
are.
All right, because I'm going to let you post the photos.
Yeah, that's fine. You want them in the chat room or you want them on Facebook?
No, put them in the chat room first, and then you can put them up on Facebook later.
Do you want me to put them all now, or do you want me to do it?
No, we're gonna do one at a time.
Okay.
So you'll know what I'm referencing when we get to that.
Okay.
But we got a couple of emails, and we got a actual letter.
All right.
That I'm going to actually read off a paper.
Wow. Did Vinnie Vincent write it? Have you seen how this guy communicates?
Yeah, I did.
He fucking writes out an 8-page letter and then takes pictures of it and puts it on the web.
Well, who does that sound like?
Vinnie Vincent?
No. Somebody else who takes pictures and put them on the web. Somebody that we dealt with years ago.
Who? I remember it, but I don't remember who it was.
Brian Vollmer from Helix.
That's right.
He did that a lot.
Yeah, that's right. And we always made fun of the tape.
He would take photos of everything and post it.
Yeah, that's just cheap.
Well, I don't know that it's because it's cheap. It's just maybe because of lack of understanding as to how to use, the internet. I don't know.
What? You click a picture of a picture, it asks you where it is. You say boop, and that's it.
Right.
Any fucking dumbbell can do it. Fucking John Drake can do it, for God's sakes.
Yeah. It's kind of bizarre, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to play the old begging for email bumper.
All right, good.
And we'll get into who sent what to whom and all this other fun stuff.
It's time for the Classic Metal Show to start begging for email.
What the hell is email?
Death sent me an email.
Well, when you figure it out, email me.
And here's your loser beggars, Neeley and Chris.
You've got mail.
All right. Australia is an interesting place. I've never been there. I'd like to visit.
Sure.
But for whatever reason, the people in Australia get our humor, I guess.
They at least like it. We know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a fan by the name of Tim Candy emailed us. He said, "Hey, Neeley, Tim from Australia here. Now, I know you need another Tim from Australia like you need another hole in the head, but I'm a recent convert to the CMS."
Okay, what's he converting from?
I don't know.
I would just be curious what he was listening to. If he's a convert, what did he convert from?
Not sure.
The Moose Radio?
Scientology?
Yeah, something like that.
I've packed in about 5 years of YouTube shows in the last 6 months.
Oof. It's got to be a little deranged.
Fucking anyway. I first heard the CMS was The Delusion of Eddie Trunk.
Okay.
That set me off. Ed is at it again, and he's pretty fucking A1 rolled gold Ed. He is getting into the Kiss interview where they make the interviewer change his shirt. Mm-hmm. I've taken the liberty to point out a few of my favorite highlights for you.
Wow.
You guys tear this shit up hilariously, and it would be great to hear it on the show. Chris would get a fucking good laugh out of this, I think.
Okay.
And he actually went through and he listed where Ed gets shrill and gets out of control and scary and all this other stuff, and he marks out the time signatures.
Okay. Wow.
In the YouTube, and we'll get to it later, but I wasn't going to get to it at this point.
Sure.
So anyway, he writes it out as to exactly what Ed is doing throughout this whole thing. Mm-hmm. A couple of the comments that he made at some points in his analysis of Eddie's coverage of the Kiss interview requiring the journalist to change his shirt. He writes in there, Ed has a chuckle that will go into CMS folklore immediately.
Okay.
Ed has joined the millennials, like me likes this, me likes that. Ed gives himself a blowjob. Did you know he had a TV show, that metal show? Fuck Ed, have another lick. So apparently the Australians don't like Eddie Trunk.
Do they even know Eddie Trunk?
Well, apparently they do, because Ozzy Ace, who we're going to get to here in a few minutes, he sends a shit ton of Eddie Trunk stuff over.
Right.
So apparently they do know.
Okay.
And Tim James, he's an Eddie Trunk fan, I think.
Yeah, well, he just likes anybody that's famous.
Well, again. So they do know who Ed is over there.
Sure.
Well, they know who we are over there.
Well, like I said, anybody that's famous.
We got a email from our good friend Shad, who listens to the show, truck driver Shad.
He's also, where's he from? He's not from here, is he?
He's from, I think, Missouri or Kentucky.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
God, I thought he was in, like, Europe somewhere.
No, he's a truck driver in, I think he's from Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Don't shoot me, Shad, but I think he's a Missouri truck driver.
Oh, I got to imagine they have trucks over in the other countries.
Yeah. But he was extremely happy that we brought back the Happy Time with Harry segment a couple of weeks ago.
Good.
Happy Time with Harry. This is great and funny as hell. Wow. Thanks for bringing that back, Hail and Kill, fellas.
All right, well, fuck you, pal, too.
He loved Happy Time with Harry.
So did I. I thought it was really funny listening back to it. It was really good.
And then our good friend Jerome Levy, who was so gracious as to invite both you and I out to the Chicago Hawks game a couple of weeks ago. I did attend.
Yes.
And he puts on a hell of a spread at this Hawks game. It's a loge seating. And he put our name up on the big marquee on the scoreboard at the beginning of the second half, and he was very kind to send an actual professional photo to me of the marquee.
All right. Do you have it, or is that the one we put up?
Well, that was from my iPhone, but it's the exact same photo.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But he actually sent me an actual print photo.
Oh, nice.
Of the moment that was up there on the scoreboard. Well,
I'm just going to say this to Jerome. I'm not expecting a lot, but maybe me throwing out the first pitch when I'm there in May would be appropriate. That's all.
You traveled all the way from Cleveland. You might as well throw out the first pitch at the Indians Cubs game.
Yeah, don't disappoint me, Jerome. I don't want to just sit there and eat hot dogs. Well, I do, but I'd like to throw the first pitch out as well. Work on that.
But I want to not that I'm being braggadocious here at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this is I'm going to read you real quick the spread that was available to the participants of this game, and I'm going to tell you how phenomenal this was. So, again, thanks, Jerome, for inviting myself and Chris out, and I was happy that I was able to attend.
Right.
So not only is this loge seating, up and above the game where you can basically see everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the mention on the marquee.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So here's the layout. This is what we had to consume.
Okay.
Here's what he ordered for us. We had French toast casserole with maple syrup, scrambled eggs, feta cheese, roasted peppers, hash browns, griddled breakfast meats such as sausage and bacon, assorted breakfast pastries, Danish and muffins.
Hold on real quick. I'm just going to interrupt for a second just to remind people this was a morning game.
Yeah, this was a morning game. The puck was dropped at 11:30.
Right.
Okay, so just so you know, 11:30 a.m.
Right.
On a Sunday.
Nice.
Fresh seasonal fruit, bagels with cream cheese, Vienna beef sausages, Chicago-style hot dogs, chicken flatbread sandwiches, steak and chicken tacos, 3-cheese macaroni, grilled caprese flatbread sandwiches with mozzarella, tomato, basil, olive, and balsamic vinegar. So, and wine and any soft drinks and water and anything else you wanted to drink, and a dessert cart.
Jesus. And how many people were in this loge with you?
With us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was probably a dozen.
Okay. That's a nice spread.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
So that's what you missed.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Meanwhile, I ate a fucking bowl of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Watched like the first half of the game on TV out of absolute frustration that I wasn't there.
Yeah. So it was all good stuff. And the Hawks lost.
Like that wouldn't matter. Do you even know anything about hockey?
No, I am not an expert. I don't know that much about hockey, but it was fun being there, so it was kind of enjoying the experience.
Well, sure. I mean, and dude, I don't care what anybody says. Anytime your name is on the marquee of something big like that, that's just cool.
Yeah. So I got this 8x12 professional print photo that I will be framing and hanging here in the CMS studio.
That's very cool. All joking aside, that was over the top from Jerome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So very good stuff.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to read a letter here. This is another Australian.
Okay.
And now you see the photo with the mouse pads.
Let me get to that desktop. Where's my Neeley folder? Neeley stuff. Yes.
Okay, that's the first thing you're going to post in the chat room because I'm going to read this letter.
All right. Go right ahead, and I'll post it as we speak.
All right. Now, here's somebody, and again, I always find this funny because, there's some people out there, probably most people, who know what my full name is.
Mm-hmm.
But, on the show, I go by my last name. I always have. From 22 years ago, when I got into radio, the beginning, I always used my last name as my radio name.
Sure.
And most people who address me usually from the radio show know me. They usually just call me Neeley. But
right.
There's a few people out there who want to be a little more closer to the host.
Apparently.
And they like to call me by my first name.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of them.
Okay.
Hi, Wendell and Chris. Now, this young fella, he also ordered a CMS shirt.
Okay.
He said, I received the Classic Metal Show shirt. Thank you for shipping to Australia. Looking forward to wearing it at many concerts, and I will be attending that I will be attending, such as Alice Cooper, Ace Frehley, Anvil, Sebastian Bach, Queen, and even Culture Club.
Wow.
Culture Club.
I've interviewed them before.
The Classic Metal Show shirt will replace my Metal Sludge shirt. Now, this guy has a Metal Sludge shirt, so you know he's a hardcore.
Yeah, I guess.
All right? That got torn up during a fight at an Accept concert while I was defending my girl from all those jerks who were a little too grabby. I got knocked out and my girl dumped me and the band played on.
Nice. He got knocked out.
That's what he said. I got knocked out.
All right.
And then his girl dumped him. So talk about insult to injury.
Yeah, no kidding.
A little bit about myself.
All right.
My name is Freddie.
Hello, Fred.
And I run an online booty boutique called Bombshell Bums.
Bombshell Bums.
Bombshell Bums. That
Nice.
would be bombshellbums.com.
Okay.
So go ahead and look that one right up. BOMBSHELLBUMS.com. Bombshellbombs.com.
I will look that up.
Basically, I sell my own products such as apparel and accessories, all dedicated to celebrating the fine female booty. He's an ass man.
He is an ass man.
That's right, I'm an ass man. Kind of like the Snake Man, but for booty, not jewelry. So this guy goes way back.
I guess.
He knows the Snake Man.
And that's what, 9 years ago?
Yes, if not longer.
Yep.
Business-wise, if all goes well for my booty boutique, I will quit my shitty day job and become the Hugh Hefner of booty, surrounded by ample bubble butt beauties while living in my mansion.
Wow. Big dreams.
Yeah. When that happens, I'll be sure to invite you and Chris, all expenses paid,
Wow.
to spend time in my tush-filled mansion.
All right.
Where you can host the Classic Metal Show from Australia.
All right. We need to get our fans to start buying this stuff immediately.
Yes, the Booty Boutique.
Yeah.
I'm sending both you and Chris these Bombshell Bums Bootylicious 3D mouse pads.
All right. You want to put that in there now?
As my gratitude for a fantastic podcast.
And there they are in the chat room.
Fantastic podcast.
Fantastic podcast.
They are one of my top selling items.
That's a mouse pad?
That's a mouse pad.
You need to put that in the mail immediately.
Well, dude, there's one for each of us, so yeah.
I'm saying I gotta have that.
Yeah, of course.
I like all the little pictures of asses.
Yeah.
I just noticed that it's one really big ass, but then a lot of little asses.
Well, that ass is very prominent and it's very squishy.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally raised up off the surface about 2 inches.
Oh, the big ass?
The ass part of the mouse pad.
So the ass part is like your wrist.
Yeah, you rest your wrist right on the crack of that ass.
You put your wrist in her ass.
Exactly.
I like it. Nothing says getting work done in a productive manner like having my wrist in a chick's ass.
Exactly.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. So he sent us 2 of those mouse pads because of our fantastic podcast.
Fantastic podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic.
No, it's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully, you and Chris can make use of these mouse pads in both your studios.
Of course.
Not only are they great to look at, but they're also comfy on the wrist.
Oh, I can't wait.
Who doesn't want to rest their wrist in the bootylicious ass of a voluptuous chick?
Nice. I'm wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
Dumb show. The fuck have we created?
Look at that.
It's going to be so awful when the fans eventually turn on us completely.
Yeah, they're gonna totally hate us. I realize that you and Chris do not broadcast together in the same studio.
Yeah.
So it would be much appreciated if you could pass this booty mouse pad and share of the stickers when you see him next.
Very nice.
Together, we, the metal community, can reclaim true booty appreciation from the lame-ass rappers.
Well, I'm going to say this to you, Neely. Please send me his address as well, and I will send him back. Since he's sending me some ass, I am going to send him back some jizz bags.
Nice.
He's sending me some ass. I'm sending him some jizz bags, as it should be, right?
There you go.
And come on.
Well, that's all from me, and thanks again for a great podcast. That is the Classic Metal Show. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job. Freddie,
give the site again.
Freddie, Bombshell Bums, The Booty Boutique. That would be bombshellbums.com.
Is it B-O-M-B?
B-O-M-B, just like bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Shell, S-H-E-L-L, B-U-M as in Mary, S.com. Bombshellbums.com.
I love bombshell butts.
Bombshellbums.com.
All right, I'm looking at the fucking picture of the mouse pad now.
Yes.
With him pushing his finger into the girl's ass. That's fantastic. That is like awesome. We are going to be advertising this on the social media for months. I will be posting links to bombshellbums.com on social media.
Right.
Fuck yeah. I like it.
Yeah, look at them posting Spinal Tap GIFs in the chat room.
This guy I think he's on to something.
You know, he's going to be the next Hugh Hefner of Bombshell Bums. And we're going to get a free ride to Australia.
It's such a niche, I think this could actually hit.
Yeah, well, with the help of the show, of course, it's going to be huge.
Well, we're definitely going to help him.
Yeah.
I love it.
So he's got, obviously, bumper stickers and, the mouse pads and all that kind of other stuff. So
right.
For those of who you missed it, why don't you go ahead and post that photo again?
Of the mouse pad?
Yeah, because it already scrolled way up, so maybe people didn't get to see it.
All right.
So post it in the chat room one more time so people can see.
Wow.
There you go. Those bombshell bums are about an inch and a half to 2 inches deep.
So you can get some depth into your ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and squishy.
Now here, let's say that this guy has sold 1,000 of these, which I don't know if that's true or that's not true. How many cocks do you think have laid on those asses?
It's hard to say.
If there's 1,000 that have sold, what would you guess?
I'm going to say 10%.
You only think 10%?
I'm going to say 10%. I don't know how perverted people get with objects like that, but
If he sold 1,000, 600 dicks have hit these.
You think so?
Absolutely.
60%, huh?
Absolutely. I know one that's going to get hit. Mine. I will absolutely take a picture of me with fucking throwing my dick on that fucking ass.
Well, there you go. Well, that's as you can see, they're hermetically sealed in wrap.
Good. Keep the top part of it clean.
Right.
In case there's a little squirt.
So, he was very generous with sending us stickers and the whole deal.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Those are fantastic.
Yep.
Jesus.
All right. Well, speaking.
Thank you, Buttman. What's his name? Freddie?
His Freddie. He's Freddie the Butt Man.
Thank you, Freddie the Butt Man.
Yeah, he loves it.
Well, I'm a fan of his. His work is outstanding.
He is an ass man.
He is.
And Freddie loves the CMS.
Thank you, Freddie.
He knows a lot about the CMS.
He sure does.
So, and he cared to share with us.
Well, thank you.
So, all right. Well, speaking of Australia,
okay,
our good friend Ozzy Ace, he sent over a care package as well.
Okay,
and as I said at the very beginning of the show, the amount of stuff that was in this care package was overwhelming.
Right.
I mean, it is just a ton of stuff.
Right.
And just going through all of it was just amazing. And the amount of time that it took for him to wrap all of this stuff, I guarantee you it took a long time.
Well, probably just to compile it took a while.
Yeah. He wrapped everything in that stash.
Wow.
So I'm gonna grab up all this stuff here. So give me just a second. I guess I gotta grab it off the table here, and I'm gonna go through all this real quickly and just try to describe to the audience what they're looking at.
What this stuff is?
It's just, I mean, it's an amazing amount of stuff.
It's funny.
And I was just, I was just going through all of it, and it was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. This is a lot of stuff.
This is one of those times I wish you had Facebook, because then you could just fucking live stream it.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, well, I'm going to grab this real quick. Hang on a minute.
Okay. While Neely's away. No, this stuff is just nuts. I'm still stuck on Buttman. I can't believe bombshellbums.com is an actual thing. I don't know how the poster is cheaper than the mouse pad, though. $20 for a poster versus $35 for an ass pad. Should it be called an ass pad?
All right. I am back.
All right.
First of all, this is a very simple thing that he sent.
Mm-hmm.
He sent over this this little box of coasters, and they look like little record albums. You got that picture?
Of the record album?
Yeah.
Let me put that up there. All right, it's going now.
I put this in the CMS studio. He sent this box. I think there's like 6 of those in there. They're coasters.
Okay.
And they're little record albums.
Nice. Are they actually grooved?
Yeah, they're actually grooved. I mean, they look and they feel like a miniature record album, and I set my drinks on there.
Nice. Did you try and play one?
No, I didn't try to play one.
Got to try. It might work.
True. So that was a really nice addition to the CMS. It's a very cool object. I've never seen coasters before that look like a little record.
Right.
But that's a picture of one in the chat room.
There you go.
Then he sent over a little Lemmy statue.
Yeah, which I want. I know you're going to keep it, but I want that.
Well, if you want it, I will give it to you.
I want it. Anything Lemmy, I want.
Yeah, I get it.
There's the Lemmy guy. That's awesome.
Yeah, the little Lemmy statue. It comes in a box and the whole thing.
See, that is cool.
So, just banging on his bass.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a bobblehead or anything. It's just a little gold Lemmy statue.
Does his head move or anything?
No, it doesn't. It's just solid.
Okay.
But it's cool, though.
Yeah. I want that one.
All right. Then, apparently, they are, like, really Trump-obsessed over in Australia.
Okay.
He sent over, like, this shit ton of newspaper ads or clippings. I don't know if he was collecting these. Again, we're going to have to talk to Ozzy Ace about this.
Sure.
But he sent all these slip covers over with all these newspaper ads and stickers and all kinds of stuff that are all Trump-related stuff.
Okay.
And it's just like, holy shit, where did you get all that?
Nice. You want me to put it up?
Yeah, you could put the whole booty load up there.
All right.
Of stuff. I spread it all out so you could see it. Look at all that shit. He sent over DVDs of Lemmy. He's got pinup stuff, which of course I'm a big fan of.
Sure.
You know, if you look at the little pinup picture of the girl.
Yep.
He sent that over. Then he's got all these books. Trump's America.
What's that Ozzy thing? Is that a CD?
No, it's an actual. Get this. This is going to go in the studio. It's going to get framed. It's an actual print, a test print of an Ozzy Osbourne.
Sin.
Yeah. T-shirt.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's like the test print where they test printed the screen print of what was going to be on a T-shirt. It's not a full T-shirt. It's just a test print on fabric, and it's folded over like a 12x12 cardboard.
Wow.
These are ultra rare T-shirt samples that a sales rep would take to the T-shirt shop to show the clients and take orders.
Wow. That is cool.
He sent one over for the Bengals.
How did he get that?
Well, I don't know. He said Dave Faulkner would not sign the Bengals one. What does it say? Because Hoodoo Chris was not on it. So these are autographed by I think the photographers,
okay,
or the people who were performing on the records, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he sent the Ozzy one over. He sent one over for the Bengals because I'm a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
We've talked about Suzanne on the show many times.
Oh yeah.
So I have these rare T-shirt prints that are frameable.
Right.
That I'm going to put up in the studio.
How far along are you in reading that Trump book?
I haven't even started reading that stuff yet.
You will, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it eventually.
Sure.
Then he sent over a couple of magazines. One called The World of Knowledge.
Okay.
And one of it's called The Terrifying Truth About Ghosts.
Okay.
History, The Secret Reason Hiroshima Was Bombed. I mean, it's just a magazine. I've never seen a magazine like this before. I mean, it's crazy.
What is this hard-ons thing?
Well, I'm getting to this. Then there's a book in here just called Trumped.
Yep.
The Wonderful World and Wisdom of Donald Trump.
Right.
Includes special hair-raising feature. I don't know what the hair-raising feature is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then there's another book in here. It's called Trump's America. Buy this book and Mexico will pay for it. And all of this stuff is individually wrapped.
Wow.
All of it.
He took some time.
He did. That's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of stuff here. Then he sent over this, I don't know what, it's just a flat for the Hoodoo Gurus.
Yeah.
3 signatures of the Hoodoo Gurus. Current bass player Rick Crossman did not sign this because he did not take part on this tour. I can't read his writing here, but so anyway, he sent me this signed thing from the Hoodoo Gurus.
All right.
Then he sent me these magazines called Uncensored.
All right. Yeah, I see those.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of, he's got magazine articles and stuff stuffed into the back of these. Then there's another one called, it's an uncensored copy, Who is the Real Donald Trump?
Oh, wow.
You know,
Trump.
Yeah, a lot of Trump stuff in here.
Wow.
Then this one is another one. Will Hillary steal the U.S. election, or will her health crisis get to her first?
Okay.
Then there's a couple of DVDs in here. Motorhead, Everything Louder Than Everything Else, and then Lemmy the documentary.
Nice.
So he sent over a couple of DVDs. Then this the hard-ons.
Yeah.
It's, I'm trying to see this. This is like a it's like a 45 record.
All right.
It's a little record in here, and it's got a sleeve and all this other stuff. It's like KKK stuff. I'm trying to read his writing here because he kind of scribbles a little bit.
Right.
I'm not even going to try to read this.
All right.
But there's little notes. He puts little sticky notes on everything.
Okay.
And the amount of time that this guy took to send this stuff to us is amazing.
Well, you know, he had nothing to do for like a week.
Yeah. Then he sent over another magazine. It says Aerosmith. I'm not sure what this magazine is. And like I said, every one of these are individually wrapped.
Wow.
This magazine is called Planet Rock.
Planet Rock magazine.
Yeah. And it's the historic rise of Lemmy's heroes, their inside story. It's a whole Motorhead issue.
Okay. What is this Aerosmith thing dated? Is it new or is it old?
I'm trying to see what the date is on this magazine.
This Tyler Comes Clean. Is that like from like 1987 or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Because this
Like
cover this cover is so shiny, it's almost like a mirror.
Yeah, well, it can't be that old with Blackberry Smoke on the cover. They're a fairly new band, aren't they?
Yeah. So this is actually like a rock magazine, better than anything that we have here in the States anyway.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
covers a lot of the classic hard rock and all that stuff.
Right.
But once again, individually wrapped in plastic.
Nice.
So it was quite a haul.
Yeah. You opened more presents in the last year on this show than you have in the last 20 in Christmas.
You're probably right. So some of this will make its way to you. Some of this will stay here in the studio.
All I want is the little Lemmy statue and an ass man.
In an ass
Ass pad.
Yeah, an ass pad.
I want an ass pad and I want the Lemmy statue.
All right. It's yours.
Awesome.
And then
I wouldn't mind a coaster or two too, but you'll probably use them.
There's like 6 or 8 of them in there, so I'll send you a couple of those.
Send me like 2.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple.
Because you'll actually use them.
Yeah,
you know.
I will. I do. Yeah, obviously I do have a few drinks here in the studio and stuff, but I probably only need 3 or 4.
You know what? You keep them. You keep those because they'll just get lost here in my fucking disaster.
So there you go. Ozzy Ace and Freddie from Australia sending their homage to the CMS.
Yeah. I think Tim James has dropped to number 3 on the Australian fan list.
I know.
He's not sent us any gifts.
So some reason, we're big in Australia.
Yeah. Tim better get it together here. Send us an action figure with one leg shorter than the other or something.
Not sure why we're so popular in Australia or why we have a fairly decent Australian fan base, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing that they're spending $60, $80 to ship you stuff.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But
thank you.
But Ozzy Ace basically overdid himself with wrapping all this stuff individually in individual packages and then packing it all up and sending it over here.
Yeah, that's amazing. Very cool, man.
So thanks for everybody who's sent an email or sent over cool stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's a lot of cool stuff.
So anyway, there you go. There's some begging for email.
There we go. Perfect.
So you saw that whole table of stuff.
Yeah, dude, insane. That is an insane amount of stuff.
It is.
I don't know. I don't have any words. I don't know what to say.
Well, what's funny is like the little Lemmy doll.
Yeah.
The little Lemmy statue. Mm-hmm. It came in there, and then the box that it came in was opened and flattened out so it would fit in there.
Oh, nice.
And the same thing with the little coasters. They came in a box, and the box was opened and flattened out, put inside there and wrapped up individually.
Nice.
It's like, holy cow, man.
Well, that's the second time he sent us cool stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sitting here right now looking at my little Lemmy guy.
Yeah.
The one from the last box.
Right.
Sitting right here on top of the console that you brought.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring me at the face and saying, Ace of Spades, bitch.
Right. So if you guys and gals want to pay homage to the greatness of Chris and I, feel free to send your your gifts.
Yeah, apparently we take gifts now. All good, man. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. So thought I'd share, let everybody know that we did receive them, and we do appreciate the thought. But man, Ozzy and Freddie just overdid it.
Yep. Well, they set the bar. That's why you're saying they overdid it. I'm saying they set the bar.
Right.
It's up to the next guy to beat that now.
No, John Phillips, there was not a cigarette ash in the box.
I'm expecting a vehicle at some point. Let's see who raises the bar to that level. Don't we have a car dealer?
Yeah.
Somebody got to be a car dealer. Could throw me a 2000. It doesn't have to be new. 17 would be fine.
Sure.
Doesn't even matter what it is. I'd take it. Mini Cooper. I'd take it. Come on.
And one last one. Let me see here. I want to mention, let's see here, one of our friends here in the chat room, Tax Nation 88, 8888888.
Okay.
He says he ordered a CMS shirt this past week.
All right.
And he got it. He ordered a CMS hat, which unfortunately I'm out of stock. I hooked up with Sammy this week, so I got to get more stock in.
That's cool.
But anyway, he says, thank you, received my shirt and my refund for my hat, which I wasn't worried about, and the bumper stickers, and it's badass.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. You're a stand-up guy. Rock on, Neeley.
Yeah, man.
So another happy customer with the CMS shirt.
Did you see the pictures of Sammy and the boys shooting their video today?
I did not.
Yeah, they're shooting their video outside somewhere.
Okay.
And, Sammy was rocking the CMS shirt.
Very cool.
It's like, look at that. Yeah, they're out shooting a video. I don't know what song, but they were shooting a video today. Looked pretty cool from the pictures. I mean, all I saw was stills, but
yeah.
Looked cool.
Well, I see people are watching they're also watching the Inside Metal. Which is out, and let's see here. Speaking of Inside Metal, I can try to call in, but it's kind of loud. The jam hasn't started, but should start in about a half an hour. That's from Bob.
Was that a half hour ago?
No, I'm just going to tell him to call in.
All right.
Tell him, call your ass in, man.
Yeah, man.
So Bob is out there at NAMM.
Okay.
And he's hanging out. It does get loud out there.
Sure.
So maybe Bob will get this message and text in.
Maybe.
Or call in.
Yeah.
And we'll find out what's going on with him and Inside Metal. But I see people are mentioning that they're watching it and noticed we got a little mention in the credits.
Oh yeah, that's always cool. I love that Bob does that every time. I love that he likes us enough to give us credit.
Yeah, gives us a little mention.
It's so cool.
Yeah. So the episodes that I think you and I are involved with are coming up next.
Yeah, because I think the next one you're in, the brand.
Yes.
Band versus brand.
Yeah, that's a different thing, but I did also film some stuff for one of the Inside Metal ones as well.
That's right, yeah.
The Rise of Thrash Metal, the Bay Area Thrash Metal. I think both you and I are both in that one.
I shot a bunch of stuff for that one, so me and Omam, I traveled down to Omam's, and him and I, and a case of beer later, we had the video shot. I don't know how good it was. I've seen it. I guess it wasn't bad, but oh wow, we drank a lot of beer that day.